Hello there, today is 1720 and I'll be finishing off these zombies. After watching a few videos, I'm going to start slowly chipping the paintwork on this guy. Add a tiny little bit more paint to Grizzlor here. And I'm going to spray up a couple of Mandalorians from Star Wars Shatterpoint. It's just the skin left, that metal pole, and adding the blood and doing the bases to these guys, and that'll be finished. Grizzlor is just getting a quick dry brush, and I'll start on the rest of his fur, which is going to be a different colour. And I'm just going to start adding the paint chips to this guy's leg on the black to see how I like it, and if I like it, I'll do a lot more tomorrow. I'm also going to varnish Captain Rex, those two models, the Master of the Universe models, and the zombies as well, and get them done out of the way. And with the varnish dry, I'm going to add some glossy blood to them to finish off the zombies completely. Still haven't got round to purchasing any sprays, can sprays, so I'm going to have to use the airbrush once again. I really need to get myself some cans. So that's these 4 zombies done. That's 8 now that I've completed, with plenty more to go. Grizzlor's coming along quite nicely. I varnished these 3 because I completely forgot to do that last week. And I'm pretty happy with the chipping. It's come along quite nicely, but it is going to take a long time, so I'm going to do it nice and slowly. And I'm not sure if I'm going to start these 2 chaps tomorrow or wait till Wednesday. Today is 1721 and it's my birthday, so I'm not going to be doing much in the way of a hobby streak. Just a tiny bit to Grizzlor here, and adding a few more paint chips and wear on the big guy. A nice fresh sheet as well for my wet palette. So yeah, as it's my birthday, I want to sort of have a nice relaxing day. As much as I love painting, I do need a little bit of a break from time to time. So I'm just going to be doing the tiniest amount of extra work on this guy. I'm going to finish my skin and do his start, sort of his armbands and things. I'm going to be scuffing up this guy's other leg today. I'm going slowly with this because when I do stuff like this, I find myself getting a little bit bored, then I get sloppy, and then the work doesn't look as good. And as this is a commission, I want this to look as good as possible. Just boots and various straps done on Grizzlor here, and the rest of his fur is now complete. Tomorrow I'll do a lot more though. And that's both legs down. I'll be starting on his upper section tomorrow, I think. And this was my birthday haul. I got a fair bit this year, which I'm quite happy with. Some Marvel stuff, some Star Wars stuff, some Master of the Universe stuff, some Blood Bowl stuff, and some Zombicide stuff. I'd like to thank my partner for getting me all this. She's fantastic. Thank you very much. I love you, honey. I also got myself a couple more Star Wars Shatterpoint sets as well. The General Grievous set and the Inquisitor set, but they haven't arrived yet. I only bought them today, so... Today is 1722, more work on Grizzlor, adding more paint chips and scratches to the Tau, and I'm going to start on these 2 Mandalorians from the Star Wars Shatterpoint's core set. I'm off to my parents today, so I won't be getting much done. I've only got about an hour to do things I need to do, so it's just going to be a few highlights and starting on his crossbow that's on his back. With the Mandalorians, it's literally just going to be sort of any cloth bits for these guys today that just get a base coat and a wash. And just a little bit more chipping on this guy's. Progress might be slow, but it is coming along quite nicely, and the person who's waiting for it is in no rush, so I can properly take my time and make sure it looks as good as I can get it. Grizzlor will definitely be finished tomorrow. There's not much left for him, just his base and his weapon and some more highlights. I'll probably finish off the cloth on these guys tomorrow as well. And work shall continue on the big chap. I'm quite happy with how things are going so far. It's quite enjoyable chipping it, but it's very, very time consuming. As it's Wednesday, it's also date night too, so I'll be playing The Walking Dead, Here's Negan with the missus. It's a game from Mantic. I don't think it's available anymore because I no longer have the Walking Dead license, but it is quite an enjoyable cooperative game. The aim of the game is to escort Negan throughout whatever map is laid out, and generally to get him to the end, and to show off, as it were, to impress Negan. We were victorious in the end, but it is just a training scenario. Today is 1723. I will be getting Grizzlor finished today. And I'll make sure I get the cloth on these guys finished too, ready for doing the armor tomorrow. And finally, a little bit more chipping on this guy. Starting the day with having to paint green isn't always the best way to go, but at least it's only a small, tiny amount of green that I had to do today. I am loving these models from Atomic Mass of Star Wars Shatterpoint. They're really good, they're absolutely fantastic, and they're really a joy to paint. I'm doing the gun for the Riptide today, that way the entirety of the right hand side will be finished, and I'll start working on the left hand side tomorrow. Another package arrived, this time it's for Star Wars Shatterpoint with the General Grievous set, which looks awesome. Grizzlor's finished, he just now needs a coat of varnish and then he'll be done. I'll start work on the armor for these two tomorrow. I'm really happy with how they're coming along so far. And that's the Riptide's gun all chipped. Can't wait to continue tomorrow. Today is 1724 and I'm going to be continuing on these guys with Shatterpoint. More weathering on the Tau Riptide. And I'm going to be starting more zombies from Zombicide Season 2. I'm going to be doing the boots on this guy and the straps on both of them, and then I'm going to be doing this armor. I also might lighten up the flight suit on the other one just a little bit because it's a little bit too dark. And I don't know how dark or how bright it's going to be against the blue. For the zombies, it's just going to be a quick wash with a contrast paint on each, choosing a bright colour apart from the grey one that's going to have a sort of greyish black suit. So that way it brings a little bit more brightness to the game and a variation in the zombies. And the big guy, I've nearly finished all the black. It's just his main centre and his shield arm, which I'll be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be continuing with the silver dude. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done because it is a Saturday. Loving the bright colours of the zombies. The contrast paints work fantastically well for this sort of thing. I think they look fantastic. And the Riptide is still coming along quite nicely. Absolutely loving it. Today is 1725 and this bad boy turned up today. I'll be finishing the silver on the armor of this guy, giving these ladies a quick dry brush, and adding some chips and scratches to the shield part of the Riptide. And I'm also going to start on putting together the stuff I got for my birthday as well. It's Saturday, so I haven't got much time for painting, hence why it's only going to be a bit of dry brushing and finishing the armor off of this. It's been a pretty busy this week with it being my birthday and everything, so I haven't as much time to do what I'd like. But next week I'm going to crack down and do a lot more. I've nearly finished chipping all the black. I just have to do the main body of it, and I'll do that tomorrow. I'm so grateful for my partner for getting me these, but oh boy do I hate sticking models together. But thankfully, even though I got quite a lot of sets, most of the sets contain just a few models, so I haven't got to do too much of it. With this Mandalorian nearly finished, I just need to do his blue on his armor, but I'm going to do that while doing the blue on the other one's armor. It's just skin and detailing and bases left on these ladies. And I'm getting ever so closer to finishing the painting on this guy. And that's the Master of the Universe stuff done, so I will be doing something else tomorrow, probably Marvel. Today is 1726, however last night I did get bored and stuck these guys together. I didn't actually film that because I couldn't be bothered. Today's work, however, will consist of adding more to these guys. I'll be painting the blue and the silver because I managed to miss out the silver on her. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of changes to these girls. I kind of think that the jacket is actually a separate piece and the bit in front of it is a full dress. I'll be adding more chips and paint to the final bit of the black on the big guy. And I'll be putting these guys together as well. I completely forgot to do the silver on this one, mostly because I wasn't paying enough attention to the pictures. So I'll be sorting that out and then I'll be starting the blue on both of them. And continuing with today's theme of me being an idiot that doesn't pay attention, I've also noticed that these girls actually have a dress rather than, I thought that was like a blouse or something. So I'm going to sort that out, I'm going to paint the dress and then I'm going to do something with the jacket. After I've done this, that'll finally be all the black on the model scratched and chipped and painted, and then I will move on to the other colours tomorrow. Getting the necessary evil out of the way, I've decided to stick together Psylocke and Emma Frost. Psylocke is probably one of my favourite X-Men characters of all time. I absolutely love it and I'm finally glad that I've got my hands on her. So this week is done and dusted. I didn't get as much as I wanted, but these guys will be finished definitely next week. Along with these girls, as you can see, I made some major adjustments to each figure. The painting on this is so close to being finished, I can almost taste it. Can't wait, should be within the next couple of days. And here's Psylocke and the 2 Emma Frosts put together for Marvel Crisis Protocol. I might do some more tonight, I don't know. As it was my birthday this week, I didn't really do much in the way of completing models, but loads of things are nearly finished, and they'll be definitely done next week. Hopefully the big guy will also be finished this week. I will be definitely sorting out his base. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I did find some big stones. So that'll work its way in somehow. I might do a snow base to make all the dark colours stand out a lot more. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next week.